This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And good morning, everyone. We are coming to you live from the Carl Albert Fieldhouse in Midwest City, Oklahoma for Game 1 of the Titan Classic. It's a girls-only tournament this year. Our first matchup is the host team, the Carl Albert Titans, and the Bishop McGuinness Irish. We'll be talking about the starting lineups and our sponsors as we go throughout this game. But I get to be joined right now, actually, by the head coach of the Del City Eagles, Coach Hatchett. Coach Lenny Hatchett. Coach, thank you for stopping by.
Hey, thanks for having me by here. Appreciate you having me.
Well, we appreciate having you on here as we're looking forward to this matchup. I know you're hoping to watch your daughter get in. Hopefully she can get in later in this game. Right away here goes Carl Albert. Anderson misses the layup. Back comes Bishop McGuinness. That's Skylar Anderson there for Carl Albert. Three-point shot is missed. Anderson with another rebound. Goes ahead to Jakari Brown, who was on the show last night with me for the show at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, I heard the show. They did a really good job. They spoke well. All those young ladies you had on there.
Yeah, absolutely. This is Essence Curry with the ball. Lost it for a brief period. Got it back to Plunkett. Ashamore hands it off to Brown. And Curry will hoist a three. That's no good. Osasanya for Bishop McGuinness taps it out. And McGuinness looks to run here with Taylor Van, who gets it knocked away. But, Coach, I think that's awesome you're able to take some time off from your day job to come watch this game.
It's been tough, you know, with our games being the same days that she plays. Try to watch it. Appreciate you guys covering on OSN and some of the other schools that have it. So I try to watch as much as I can. Whether she gets in or not, she knows I try to support as much as I can for her.
Yep, absolutely. Cutting into the basket there, missing the shot, no good. Rebound, the three attempted by Osasanya. That's no good. Ashamore picks it up. Still no score here. We are not going to have a clock for you today on the screen, so we'll just update you with the clock as much as we can. We will have one for you the next couple of days. Jakari Brown hands off Anderson. Out to Essence Curry. More thought about it. Now we'll shoot a top of the key three. That's no good. So both teams a little cold right now. McGuinness looks to push it.
Oh, man.
Missing the layup there.
A couple wide open layups missed on both ends.
Yep. Floating jump shot is good. That's Jakari Brown, and Carl Albert's on the board first. Now these sophomores for Carl Albert, Coach, I mean, they're only one grade ahead of your daughter, so I assume that they've known each other for a long time.
Yeah, they all came up to the middle school and they've known each other, so they're a good group of girls and talented and got a chance to be pretty special if they continue to keep working and playing hard and playing for each other.
Ref's going to call a foul there on Essence Curry. Well, I know your daughter Malia is part of a good group of freshmen too, so this is going to be a good core for a few years.
I agree. It's kind of nice when they stick around and stay together and continue to keep playing at the school they've been brought up at. So hopefully good things happen for them.
That's Carl with the ball for Bishop McGuinness. Now she hands it off to Van. Carl back driving in, and she scores. Good play by Carl.
It was a nice move there on that crossover and getting to the basket to draw the foul on that power layup.
And Bishop McGuinness will have a chance to tie the game here.
Number 15, Jakari Brown.
Fouls on Jakari Brown. That shot's no good. Rebound by Ashamore. Well, Coach, and your team's done with their tournaments. So
yeah, we're done. We played our 3 early tournaments early in December and January. In fact, just finished up at the McGuinness Classic. So it's been now we're just straight into districts. So this weekend we'll be able to use it to go get some scouting done and kind of watch some other teams play.
Yeah, you also got a district game out of the way as they call a foul on the floor on the Titans, it looks like. But you got a district game out of the way Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, we had a scheduled game with John Marshall. Due to our football team, making it to the state finals.
Oh, okay.
We didn't want to schedule
sense.
a game on that Friday and then have to reschedule if they had made it. So we just kind of planned ahead, and it actually worked itself out.
That makes sense because you remember being curious why you didn't have any games that first week. Meanwhile, Bishop McGuinness works into Osasanya. That's Victoria Osasanya, and they are now up 4-2. Of course, it's the first game. We got 4 games today featuring girls teams. Skylar Anderson fires a 3. That's off. Rebound McGuinness.
You can't leave this girl open. This young lady, she can play.
Osasanya misses the 3. Going over the back, it looked like that was Van. That 3 is made. That's a Bobby Lewis 3. Surprisingly great rates at 2 locations. Claire Carl hits the 3. Coach Ritchie calling a timeout. Looks like it's a 30 seconds, so we'll keep it here. And, of course, you and Coach Ritchie go way back.
Oh, yeah, we go way back. We actually started teaching together at, I think, back in my first year was about 1998 over at Carl Albert Middle School, and he was there before me. Known him for a long time, high school teammates.
Yep.
He's a year older than I am, played here at Carl Albert High School under one of the great Dub Rapers that was our head coach. Yeah,
I think a few years behind Jeff Webster.
Yeah,
Jeff's
a little older than me. I believe he's an 88, 89 grad. I can't remember which year it is. But Jeff was a phenomenal player. Actually, one of my former neighbors. We lived down the street from each other when I was growing up.
Well, when your old player, Brandon Garrison, when he was announced he made the McDonald's All-American game, I looked up Webster because I thought I remember hearing him that he was the first Middale McDonald's All-American. And I did find video where he got an assist from Shaq, I think, in that McDonald's All-American game. That was 89. That's how far back that goes.
Yeah.
But that's a good heritage you guys come from.
Yeah, it is. We've had a lot of great players come through here and the area we grew up in. So hopefully that continues. And OBG at Oklahoma State, I think he's only getting better and better every game. I know they've had a tough road with some games they've lost, but I've been proud of how he's handled the adversity and playing every time. Well,
he's playing a lot as a freshman. And he was playing a lot against Kansas. I saw some of that. He made a good post move against the Jayhawks, and that's obviously a really good team.
Oh, yeah. They're
beat
pretty
them Tuesday.
solid. They are solid.
All right, we're at 4:12 to go here in the first quarter. This first quarter brought to you, by the way, by Casa Bonita, Del City Mexican food restaurant. We appreciate them for helping out. Skylar Anderson gets the offensive rebound. Can't get the putback. Second chance is good. And, Coach, you know about Skylar Anderson. She is a relentless player.
I like her tempo and her motor. She really gets after and plays hard. Playing hard on both ends. She's going to be a special player.
Looks like that's going to be a turnover on McGuinness. Sometimes this particular Lady Titan team, because they are so inexperienced, they do have some slow starts. But usually Coach Ritchie gets that figured out after a while. Bishop McGuinness, they are 8-5 on the year. They're a 4A team, the only 4A team in this tournament. Here's Jakari Brown using the pick. Handoff to Anderson. And good block there by Carl from Bishop McGuinness. McGuinness recovers. Cutting in right there is Tabitha Roy. Back to Osasanya. Down to 3:20 to go. Right there with the ball, that's Hayden Hauser just checked in, and then Bishop McGuinness loses it. Jakari Brown. Nice left-handed shot by the right-handed player. Couldn't get the fall. The follow-up by Essence Curry's no good. And then coming in the game right there is Evie Mitchell with a rebound. Plunkett. Back out to Curry. Curry's shot's no good. Remains 7-4.
Oh, they got to get back on D.
Yeah, McGuinness was able to leak out. And then what's the call? A travel? Yes. That was eventually good recovery D there by Essence Curry. They like Skylar Anderson. Essence Curry, another one of those sophomores that she just runs and runs and runs.
She's a high motor. She's got a lot of energy.
And she helped force that travel. Looks like Laney Moore is also in the game for Carl Albert. So they're going a bit to their bench here as they're going to be playing 3 games in 3 days. Curry gets a screen from Laney Moore. Moore rolls to the basket. The pass to her is no good. Here comes McGuinness. This is again Victoria Osasanya. Nice move. Couldn't get the shot to fall. The putback is in though.
That's an athletic play there by 13. You don't see a lot of girls tipping it back up without bringing it down.
Tabitha Roy with a basket. Quickly back comes Lady Moore.
Good finish right there.
So they exchange baskets quickly there. What was a low-scoring game. The score is now 9-6. Carl Albert trailing Bishop McGuinness. That's Carl with a shot at the free throw line. That shot's no good. McGuinness with a rebound. Roy passes it back out to Carl, and now McGuinness wants a 30-second timeout. So some games we have coming up here. Looking forward to the next game. That's Putnam City Original against Westmore. That'll be followed by a curious game. The top seed, the defending champs of this tournament, Ebbet Memorial, will take on Epic Charter Schools. First year Epic has had a team, so be very interested to see how they do. And then we close with Del City, the girls' team, finally at full strength, coach. So I don't know if you'll be able to stick around for that matchup, but I'm going to be interested to see what they do now that they got Hunt back.
Yeah, she's back playing, and you know, it's giving those other girls a lot of experience to play without her. Mm-hmm. And I really like what Coach is doing over there with our young ladies. I mean, they're playing hard and they're playing fast. You know, they got to start taking care of the ball a little better, and I think they're really going to be a tough team to beat once they get to playoffs. I know they got a tough matchup with Sand Springs, but
yes, that's their opponent. Yep.
They played some big schools earlier in the year, so our girls, they never back down. And that's one thing that I respect about how they play, and they're going to compete.
Yeah, I'll have some good competition this week for sure, as they'll be finishing out districts. I think, look where that ball was caught. Is that they're going to call foul?
Yeah, it looks like they called the foul.
Jakari Brown with a foul. Yeah, it looked like the McGuinness player, Tabitha Roy, caught it at a place you don't want to catch it off an inbounds. As I refer to that as dead man's corner. But there was a foul called, so McGuinness able to retain possession. Now they're going to call an offensive foul, an illegal screen. And, of course, it's worth bringing up now the fouls, how they're different in high school basketball this year. As soon as the team gets to 5, it's 2 shots. For a quarter, that is. They reset after the end of the quarter. Carl Albert has 3 fouls. Bishop McGuinness has 2. Coach, you liking that rule change?
I'm still a little indifferent on it right now, to be honest with you. It can definitely come back to haunt you on the teams that are aggressive, kind of like how we play. And they got to finish those layups.
That was a really good pass from Laney Moore to Anderson, but Anderson couldn't finish.
Those 1-and-1 sometimes kind of help when you don't have you can get some of those guys at the line or young ladies that are kind of not very good free throw shooters. You maybe just hope they miss one, but you get them 2, most likely they're going to hit 1 or 2.
Very exciting element to the game that's not there. That is surprising they took that away. I do like that they reset fouls each quarter. Asha Moore dribbling around, but she loses it. I believe that's Collier who takes it away from her. McGuinness's defense has been on point so far. Hauser has the ball. She loses it, so we're seeing some turnovers here. Asha Moore recovers. Very physical play between her and Hauser. And now Evie Mitchell has it.
That's a big shot.
To Essence Curry. Fires the 3. No good. Rebound by Osasanya of Bishop McGuinness. And then she is fouled by Evie Mitchell. That's 4, so now they got to be careful on this possession on defense for Carl Albert. You don't want to commit a foul here, not in the act of shooting. But that, of course, is how Evie Mitchell plays. I'm sure you're familiar with her story, Coach. She had to miss all of last year with a knee injury.
Oh, yeah, but she brings a lot of energy and plays hard defensively.
Steal by Anderson, left-hand layup. Didn't get to go. Very risky play. She could have got a foul, but didn't. Almost worked for her, but she's having a layup problem at the moment. Carl with double dribbles. Yeah, Oshermore was on top of that. So we're down to 13 seconds. Again, we will have a clock for you on the screen tomorrow and Saturday. Not able to get it together for today, but there are 13 seconds left. Kawanita.
8 seconds left.
Skylar Anderson looking to create.
Set right there.
Mitchell hesitates. Anderson will fire a three at the buzzer. No good. And we go to the second quarter. Score is Carl Albert 6, Bishop McGuinness 9. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Titan Classic right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes.
Call Rob and Will.
Where sports is our middle name. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
All right, welcome back to Carl Albert Titan Fieldhouse. As we start the second quarter for you, the Titans and the Irish playing right now. Claire Carl with another basket, and she makes the score 11-6. I want to appreciate Del City head boys coach Lenny Hatchett for joining us. And this second quarter will be brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. The score is now 11-6 in the second quarter. Moore has it on the free throw line. It's hounded there. Bounce pass out to Anderson. Anderson again with the attack. Plunkett now travels. And Anderson is down. Well, you hate to see that in a tournament. You really hate to see that in a tournament. This year especially, since the tournament games are not part of the standings. But, you know, you hate to see it no matter what. So we'll take a quick break. And you are watching Middale basketball, or I should say the Titan Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network. If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Welcome back to the Titan Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We hope Skylar Anderson's okay. She had to be taken off on a wheelchair. And she's replaced by Essence Curry. Here comes Aubrey Plunkett. And her pass to Curry, who was wide open, was deflected there by Osasanya. Say that's Audrey Plunkett. Sometimes I want to call her Aubrey. So Carl Albert has Lainey Moore as their non-starter and their other 4 starters. Lainey Moore, not really the same position as Skylar Anderson, but that's who's in right now. Plunkett with a good shot. She can't get to fall, and the Titans are really cold right now shooting. Osasanya almost loses. Evie Mitchell is actually in as well, so she's also coming off the bench. And she made a great play there. So it's Mitchell, Curry, Moore, Lainey Moore, Asha Moore, and Audrey Plunkett. A bigger front court. It's Carl Albert. I don't want to speculate, but I am going to say I'd actually be kind of surprised if Skylar Anderson plays today, even if she's able to. But we shall see. Mitchell out to Curry. Curry gets a pick from Lainey Moore, throws it right corner to Asha Moore, and gets the ball back. Curry to Moore. Moore drives baseline. Tried to find the cutting Evie Mitchell, but the pass was deflected. Another steal from McGuinness. But there's Audrey Plunkett getting it back. Plunkett. Her shot is good.
Audrey Plunkett.
The steal and the score by Audrey Plunkett, and Carl Albert needed that. See that on the replay. And now make the score 11-8. And McGuinness with a missed shot. That's Moore. Rebounds, leaking it out to Mitchell, and Mitchell walked. Carried the ball with her hip for too long. So in the game for Bishop McGuinness, by the way, is one of their subs, Mariah Conley.
Entering for the Lady Irish, number 13, Tabitha Roy.
Tabitha Roy will check back in for the Irish as they are maintaining right now their 11-8 lead. Also, Sonia dribbles it to the top, checked by Moore. Connolly with it. Hands it off to Roy. The shot there by Carl is missed. Carl gets it back. Nice pass to Connolly. Fires the 3. That's no good. Rebound, Essence Curry. Curry surveying the floor, dribbles it back out. Good decision. Finds a cutting Plunkett. And Plunkett lost it. Connolly knocked it away. And then we got a scramble for the ball, and that's going to be a foul. We'll see who's on. I think it's going to be on McGuinness. It's foul on Tabitha Roy.
Bishop McGuinness fouls on number 13, Tabitha Roy. That is her third.
Checking in for McGuinness, Kaylee Perkins.
Entering for the first time tonight for the Lady Irish, number 4, Kaylee Perkins.
So I expect to see Evie Mitchell get the bulk of the playing time for Skylar Anderson, and she is now the lone sub in. So it's the 4 starters for Carl Albert and Evie Mitchell. Asha Moore fires a 3. That's no good. Leaking out to Osasanya as Bishop gets rebounds. Osasanya left-hand layup is good. What a play by Victoria Osasanya here. As Moore clearly fouled her. Just a very good left-hand finish by Victoria Osasanya, who I believe is right-handed. So credit to her for finishing with her offhand, and she has a chance to make this a 6-point game, and she does, as she completes the 3-point play. So Carl Albert leads 14-8. We're now at 4:44 to go in the first half. Running jump shot there by Curry's no good. Evie Mitchell rebounds. Asha Moore, wide open 3. That's no good. Loose ball, recovered by McGuinness. Pushing the ball ahead there, that's Hauser. She loses it. There's a leak out chance for Carl Albert. Here's Jakari Brown. That shot's no good, but she draws a foul. It's kind of a bad foul for Carl Albert because Asha Moore had an easy putback there if she wanted it. But Osasanya will be called for a foul. First foul on her. Second foul this quarter for Bishop McGuinness as they reset fouls, of course, before they. That's how I determine when you shoot free throws. 5th foul each quarter. Jakari Brown misses the free throw. These are big free throws for Carl Albert as they are cold from the free throw line, or from the field. and maybe the free throw line as well. Second free throw is up. Long on both. Now you really hate that foul was called because Ashimura had an easy putback. Osasanya floater. That's no good. Cutting in for the rebound. There's Roy, I believe, and she will get fouled. I think that's Taylor Van, actually. So 11 on 11 foul, the number 11s. 11 for Carl Albert. Evie Mitchell's called for the foul. Both teams now have 2. And McGuinness misses their free throw. Haven't had a ton of free throws yet. But Carl Albert girls, they sometimes have these scoring droughts. That's been a problem for them in their 2 losses. They only lost 2. They've had some other games where they've had to overcome bad scoring nights, like they beat Guthrie on the Oklahoma Sports Network earlier this season. They're now trailing 15-8. Here's Evie Mitchell. Fires a 3. She banks it in. That's a Bobby Mitchell 3. And that is needed. Essence Curry with the assist. Osasanya drives in. No good. Good defense by Ashimura. Plunkett rebounds. It's 2-on-2 right now for Carl Albert. Plunkett will take it all the way in. Her shot not really close. And then Curry tries to get a steal but knocks it out of bounds. I'll remind you, this quarter is brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings in Del City. They're located at 5500 Tinker Diagonal. Come to Buffalo Wild Wings and support your favorite girls basketball team or any mid-Del winter sports team, so boys basketball, wrestling as well, and swimming, and powerlifting for Midwest City. But go to Buffalo Wild Wings and get the picture that you need, download it to your app, or your phone, I should say, and you'll get 10% to that team. A 3-point shot made by Van. Another Bobby Lewis 3, and McGuinness responds with a made 3 on the defensive end for him by making one of their own. Here is Plunkett. Good touch there. She took a step back and got the shooter's roll. And this game's picking up some pace. Back comes McGuinness. They'll get the easy 2. As that's Taylor Vanek scoring again, as they easily beat Carl Albert's pressure. Back comes Ashimura, and she connects for 3. And this game is really picking up. And the score is now 20-16. A 3 for McGuinness. That's made. Another basket for Taylor Van. She's had an outstanding second quarter. Another Bobby Lewis 3-ball. Mitchell tries to respond. Can't get to go. Ashimura tries to save it. Good effort by her in, but cannot. And Carl Albert, they've all of a sudden have not been able to get a score-stop score. When they score, McGuinness comes right back and does the exact same thing to them, whether it's a made 3 or a 2-point shot. And Carl Albert will now drop to a 1-3-1 with the 6-foot Audrey Plunkett at the top. But they leave wide open under the basket. Mariah Conley. And they're now up 9 as Bishop McGuinness. Now they are officially the 7th seed. They're only 8-5 on the year. They're not ranked in 4A, but they're playing really well right now. Curry's 3 no good. Plunkett got a hand on it, saved it to Brown, and then Plunkett fell down as Brown passed it to her. No call there. And Crawford starts to do their dribble handoff. Brown tries to get in. Off balance left-hand shot. No good, no foul. It goes to McGuinness. Elliott Jones will check in for the first time for Bishop McGuinness. And Laney Moore is going to sub in, so a bigger lineup for Carl Albert. Wasn't sure who she was going to replace. You can't see it, but there's some confusion. It's off Plunkett who will come out. And also Sonia will bring it up off a switch. They get the ball to Van. With the ball right there is Jones. And off to Conley. Conley's played very well for McGuinness this quarter. Also Sonia got fouled, I believe, on Mitchell. It's the third team foul on Carl Albert. We got a minute 2 to go in the second quarter. This Buffalo Wild Wings second quarter. 25-16, of course, is your score. You can see that. We are going to have a clock for the scoreboard coming up. And another sub for Carl Albert. We'll have to get this one down. Shelby Rushi, who doesn't play a lot, but she's in right now. Hopefully she can get the time to spark. The shot, meanwhile, by Jones is no good. Carl Albert recovers. That's Rushi with the ball right there. Now Asha Moore gets to the elbow. She got fouled as she shot it, and she will go line for 2.
Lady Irish fouls on number 23, Mariah Conley. At the line, shooting.
Mariah Conley with a foul for Bishop McGuinness. I believe it's her first. Both teams have 3 fouls with 46 seconds to go. And Carl Albert has not made a free throw. They're 0 for 3. I think all 3 of their free throws have been this quarter. So number 10, Jacqueline Brown, comes in for Carl Albert. Second free throw is made, making it 25-17. Here comes Victor Osasanya. And nice deflection there by Asha Moore to recover. Here comes Jackie Brown for Carl Albert. Out to Essence Curry. Curry gets in the paint. Her floater, no good. Rebound by McGuinness. Carl Albert trying to get the ball back, and they force a timeout. That may come in handy later for McGuinness, and they have to lose it there with 22 and 5/10 of a second to go.
30 seconds.
It's a 30-second timeout. So we want to, again, thank our sponsors here. Our first quarter sponsor is brought to you by Casa Juanita. They're a quick-service restaurant offering fresh and flavorful Fiesta meals in Del City, and they've done so since 1976, located 4718 Southeast 29th Street in, of course, Del City. We want to thank Buffalo Wild Wings for being our second quarter sponsor and our halftime sponsor. And we didn't get them on for this game, but we'll show them right here. Dynamic Clinic, you'll hear from them again. They're the starting lineup sponsor. So we couldn't get them on quite in time, but we will have them on for the other games. And they will be a fourth quarter sponsor. So Dynamic Health Clinic, we appreciate their support for the Titan Classic. It's girls only this year. We got some interesting matchups. Here comes McGuinness. It's Conley with it now. Conley gets all the way to the basket. Her shot rolls in. She hit that over Shelby Roche. And it's a 10-point McGuinness lead. Curry with less than 5 seconds to go. To Laney Moore. That's Jackie Brown who shoots the 3. It's no good. And we have reached halftime. And Bishop McGuinness right now is looking poised to pull an upset here, as they will be ahead at halftime by a score of 27-17. All right, we're going to mute the audio, but we'll come back in a few here on the Tide Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
where sports is our middle name. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
All right, welcome back to the Titan Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network. My name is Jordan Ray, by the way. Great to be with you here as we're about to start the third quarter. The third quarter will be brought to you by Rose State College. More on them. And as expected for Carl Albert, Skylar Anderson not in the game. She got hurt earlier, so that was a big part of this game. They're down 10, and one of their best players got hurt. She was in a lot of pain. Hopefully it's okay. Looked like a lower leg injury. I don't want to say anything more about it than that. But Carl Albert has a hole to get out of right now as they're down 10 on their home floor to Bishop McGuinness. This is Essence Curry with the ball. Kick out to Plunkett. Plunkett back to Curry. Curry had this opening for three. She misses it out of bounds. Or the ball goes out of bounds off the miss, and it will now be McGuinness basketball. The Irish, the only 4A team here. Probably the smallest school if you don't count Epic. They have a 27-17 lead. They are, again, 4A. The rest of the teams, besides them and Epic, the rest of the teams here are public schools, and they're 5A and 6A, more importantly. Attacking the basket, and drawing a charge appears to be Asha Moore, to the frustration of Tabitha Roy. And if you're the Titans right now, you need every break you can get, as they can't let this game get away from them. So we're going to see Perkins come in for Bishop McGuinness. By the way, Shelby Roosh will be the player who starts this half in place of Skylar Anderson. Here's Asha Moore with it, top of the key. Handoff to Plunkett. Moore gets it back. That's Curry with it, left wing. Nice pass to Plunkett. Plunkett finishes. What a pass by Essence Curry. We'll show you the replay. As you can see here, pinpoint accuracy. And while we're showing you that replay, McGuinness turns the ball over. So now Carl Albert gets something they didn't get in the second quarter when they started to score points, which is the score and then a stop. But they got one here, and they could make it a 6 or 5 point game. From the elevator screen there, that's Brown. Jakari Brown's three. Misses a rim right. And Moore gets it. Somehow Asha Moore came up with it. Shelby Roosh helped her with that. And they go back inside. Good help defense from Osasanya, forcing a turnover on Plunkett. Here comes Carl. Three-point shot was partially blocked. And then out of bounds is Roosh. So it'll be Bishop McGuinness ball along the baseline there. So they're going to run a blob, it looks like. A blob, of course, is a baseline out of bounds play. I'm sure most of you knew that. Evie Mitchell will check in for Roush. And Bishop McGuinness will throw it in. Osasanya up top to Carl. Back to Osasanya, driving, spinning. And good defense from Moore, forcing the miss. Titans have a bit of a numbers advantage. We'll see what they can do with it. Here is Plunkett, wing right. To the cutting, Moore, but good defense there from Osasanya, forcing the steal, and I think they're going to call a foul on Moore. First foul on Carl Albert. You just got to be aware of where those athletes are, like Osasanya, and Plunkett just didn't see her. You got to expand your vision when you go against a team that can play the passing lanes like that right there, and that's why McGuinness got that steal. Carl with the ball now. Carl Albert trapping. Osasanya with it. Oh, no, they overthrew her. Not sure who that was. I think that was Coffee Collier who overthrew that pass. So McGuinness with a bit of a dry spell. So's Carl Albert with the exception of one basket here. That's how the first quarter kind of started. Here's Jakari Brown to Mitchell. I got to Brown, they reverse it. Essence Curry has the space. She fires a three, corner left, no good. Asha Moore with the rebound. And time to try to do it again here. The Titans, I'm saying. They go back inside to Plunkett, and they're going to call a loose ball foul. Not a loose ball foul, but a foul on the floor on Taylor Van. We're at 4:50 to go here in the third quarter. Conley will check in from beginning. She had a really good second quarter. Jakari Brown to throw it in for Carl Albert. Oh, Moore slipped wide open, and she scores. Good baseline and bounce play by Carl Albert as Asha Moore with the layup. And Carl Albert's within 6. Here's Osasanya all the way, easy layup there as Asha Moore could not step in when she wanted to. And immediately, Jade Carter, the Bishop McGuinness coach, calls a full timeout. I think he's got to be upset with his defense because their offense just had a good play. Well, it's a full timeout, so we'll take a break. And you are watching the Titan Classic right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Red Plains Plumbing has been offering reliable commercial and residential services to the OKC metro area for over a decade. From new construction and remodeling to residential repair, they can handle jobs of all sizes. When you need a trusted name in plumbing, it's Red Plains Plumbing. Family owned and operated. Phone 405-769-1922. That's 405-769-1922.
Where sports is our middle name. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Titan Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network. My name is Jordan Ray. Great to be carrying this event for you. We'll have every game, all 12 games, 4 today, 4 Friday, and 4 on Saturday. For Carl Albert, it's Essence Curry. Her floating shot. It's a good look, but couldn't get to fall. Also Sonia with the rebound. And now it's Fan with it. Fan out to Conley. Nice drive by Conley. She scores. She has been a terror on Carl Albert. And that actually makes the score 31-21. I missed a basket there. 4 minutes to go. And McGuinness back up by 10. They scored the last 4 points. Here's Brown. Her three rims out. Ball on the ground. Curry has it now, but she falls down and loses it. Conley with the rebound. Irish with numbers here. Nice bounce pass. Carl to Sonia. It's a 12-point lead for Bishop McGuinness. Bishop McGuinness, like the Green Bay Packers, a 7 seed, trying to win at the 2 seeds home floor. Nice spin by Plunkett, but she can't score. This is the problem for Carl Albert. They just don't have shot makers at the moment. And then Jakari Brown gets called for a foul. Second foul on Carl Albert this quarter. McGuinness also has 2 this quarter. McGuinness only has 2 timeouts left. Carl Albert's only used 1. And this is a critical juncture. You just hate to lose on your home floor for your tournament. Oh, Osasanya got a heavy screen there. And then Plunkett fouls a jump shooter, Carl. No call on the screen. Not saying it should have been, but there was a lot of contact. And Coach Ritchie will get a technical. So Coach Ritchie, Kyle Ritchie of Carl Albert, definitely thought a screen should have been called, and a foul should have been called, and so he's going to get called for a technical here. And the refs are going to confer on maybe the order you go in with their free throws. The tough part about that technical, when you're getting one, you know You're going to give the other team free throws with their best free throw shooter that's on the floor. But based on the situation, as Bishop McGuinness was going to shoot 2 free throws, they're not going to also have possession. Claire Carl shoots the technical. She makes the first. So McGuinness will get 2 more free throws on the common foul. And they'll get the ball. That's the tough part about having a technical foul. Actually, Carl will shoot. She's also the one who got fouled, so she's going to shoot all 4 free throws here. And again, as you can see, with no one along the lane, this means that McGuinness will have the ball. They made 4 free throws this trip, and they're going to have the ball. That's the part about the technical that I tend to think about is, are you giving the team the ball back, not just the free throws? The answer is yes here. May not matter, but McGuinness now has her bigs lead, game 16. And another foul on Carl Albert. And that's going to be the 5th team foul because a technical foul, I believe, counted against them as far as team fouls go. And Essence Curry will be called for a foul. And Claire Carl will be shooting 2. She may have 6 free throws this trip. She makes that one. Well, she's very comfortable there right now. And that will make it an 18-point lead if she can hit this next one. She does. We have 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and the home team, Carl Albert, is on the verge of getting knocked out of the winners round here. 3-point shot by Jakari Brown, no good, following their shot. Brown tried to save it, out of bounds and could not. It goes back to McGuinness. And this is something I may talk about from time to time if I was doing color commentary. But the Carl Albert girls have a bit of a scoring issue right now, and they just don't have that reliable shot maker. Meanwhile, they're in the penalty, and Essence Curry takes the risk by pressuring the ball handler that far away from the basket. And also, it's more of a risk when that player is Claire Carl, who has just hit 6 free throws on 1 trip, and she quickly gets 2 more. Finally, she misses. She was about to make it a 20-point Bishop McGuinness lead. Shocking. Bishop McGuinness is 4A. They're not a 4A power, at least not based on record or rankings. But they have played the much better game so far as they now go up by 19. Also worth mentioning, of course, Carl Albert losing one of their best players with an injury in the 2nd quarter. Big 3 there by Evie Mitchell. And Coach Ritchie will call a timeout off that make, the Bobby Lewis 3. It's a full timeout. We'll take a quick break. And you are watching the Titan Classic right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go. Yeah, you got it. Let's go. Go, Miranda. Travis! What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Creek.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go. It's a great space.
Yeah, and it's so close to downtown.
You want to go grab something to eat?
Let's do it.
What did you do last Wednesday or last Friday?
You got it.
I think she was from
1,
the state.
2, 3.
Welcome back to the Titan Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Had some technical difficulties with that Rose State commercial. We'll play a better version of it next chance we have. They are the sponsor for this 3rd quarter. Carl Albert down to 3 timeouts now. Oh, nice deflection there by Audrey Plunkett, and Jakari Brown picks it up. Titans looking to run. That's the way they can come back. McGuinness gets back on defense. Brown to Mitchell, fires another 3, it's short. And then Curry knocks it out of bounds. 2:23 to go in the third quarter. Carl Albert's already over the foul limit, so they got to be very careful with that as they're trying to come back from a 16-point deficit. There's Carl, who's had an outstanding third quarter thanks to the free throws, but other plays for Bishop McGuinness. Then she receives a pass from Osasanya. Nice pass in the paint. Connolly recovers that for McGuinness. Back to Osasanya. Shooting a three and airballing it. Not sure if that was, I think that's Coffee Collier. Carl Albert recovered and got fouled. Taylor Van with the foul. That's the third team foul on McGuinness. Curry to Moore. Moore handoff to Jakari Brown. Asha Moore will now fire a three. She knocks down another one. That's a Bobby Lewis three ball. And they get within 13 is Carl Albert. Giving themselves a little bit of life. Trapping, and Mitchell almost got the steal. And the Titans want to be careful not to foul here, but they need to be aggressive. McGuinness throws the ball inside. Oh, Osasanya going down the free throw line. Now it's deflection by Mitchell, leads to a steal as Asha Moore recovers. Essence Curry, or that's Brown, sorry, splits the defense. Mitchell fires a three. That one's missed long. The loose ball, Moore has it, got fouled and showed to the free throw line. With 1:07 to go, and now you see the energy for Carl Albert. They have not shot many free throws. I believe they were 1 of 4 in the second quarter. So that's something that we need to get better at here. And Moore gets that free throw to roll in. Shelby Roush will come in. Or Rushi as she goes by for the PA announcer. And Jackie Brown. There's a Jackie Brown and a Jakari Brown for Carl Albert. And it's Jackie Brown is the older player. Moore hits both. It's an 11-point game. 8-0 run for Carl Albert. It's been free throws and threes that have got him there. Hand off to Carl. Van with it. Cross court. Donnelly has it blocked. And then a travel. Audrey Plunkett, and she can be outstanding on defense with her length and speed. She shows it there. Jakari Brown, Evie Mitchell, Laney Moore will all check in right now for Carl Albert. Probably to give them a better shooting lineup, but this would be outstanding for them if they can get within 10. They were down 19 just a minute and a half ago. And now they're getting that energy they need. And they're doing it without Skylar Anderson, who we do not expect to see at all this game and probably not the rest of the tournament. Hopefully she'll be back for their next district game on Tuesday. Brown kicks it out. Another three for Asha Moore. Another make. She's picked a great time to get hot for Carl Albert with a Bobby Lewis three. It's an 8-point lead for Bishop McGuinness. Under 30 seconds to go. Under 25 seconds to go. Also Sonia off a switch check by Curry. Carl with it now. Checked by Brown. Gets a screen. Carl shoots the three. Big reply from McGuinness is Claire Carl with a big Bobby Lewis three. Score. And then drawing a foul there is Essence Curry. So now both teams with 5 or more fouls. Doesn't really help Carl Albert much, but Hauser with a foul. Hayden Hauser for Bishop McGuinness. And I got Claire Carl with at least 10 points this quarter. Every free throw important here, even late in the third quarter. Curry hits the first. Again, fouls will reset at the beginning of the fourth quarter. I want to thank Rose State College for sponsoring this quarter. And Curry hits both, making it a 9-point game. Also, Sonia will see if she can get a shot off. Oh, I think she double dribbled. Right by Coach Ritchie. He loves that. Well, a second. There's 1 second. I should say 1 7/10 of a second to go. Plenty of time for the Titans to get a shot off. Evie Mitchell will come in to throw it in. Time for a dribble and a shot. Elevator screen for Brown. Brown will catch, fire, and missed it long. But a good attempt at it. She was wide open. All right. Again, we want to thank Rose State for sponsoring the third quarter. Speaking of Rose State, you're about to see one of their commercials again. This time they should run all the way through. As we head to the fourth quarter of the Titan Classic, game one of the Titan Classic right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Where sports is our middle name. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Let's go. What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
One,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woo-hoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
Welcome back to Titan Basketball, or I should say the Titan Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network. This quarter is going to be brought to you by Dynamic Health Clinic. Bishop McGuinness with the ball. They throw it inside. Curry tried to block the shot from the much taller Hayden Hauser, and a lot of body contact there, so she'll get called for a foul. But Bishop McGuinness, the 7th seed, playing an outstanding game, and they could give a stinging loss to Carl Albert, losing the first game at home for their home tournament. Carl Albert has won their other two tournaments at Duncan and at Ada. That free throw is missed. And McGuinness will keep the ball. Moore had a chance at the rebound, just couldn't corral it. She's had an outstanding game as Asha Moore, by the way. Her last Titan Classic. Hate to see it go where she can't have a chance to win it, but that's what we're looking at right now. A three-point shot attempted and airballed. That on the shot was Roy. Back comes Brown. No, nice job by Brown, splitting the defense there for a layup here. We will show you this one again. And this is as close as Carl Albert's been in a while. I say that, they were within 8 just recently since McGuinness went up by 19. 7:23 to go as we just started this fourth quarter. And a foul on Plunkett. That's her third. That's something Carl Albert has to watch out for, because if they're going to make a comeback, they need Audrey Plunkett on the floor. Here's Sonia, lost it. Mitchell tried to get a steal. She did get a steal. Brown recovered the ball. She was laying down there. Gets to Curry. Curry, tough shot there. That's when you need to work on your left hand. Missed it. And they're going to call a foul. And you don't like to get your fouls piled up like that. Fouling 90 feet away from the basket, but that is the third foul on Carl Albert. That's the fourth foul on Evie Mitchell, who did not start this game. Again, Carl Albert trying to come from behind without Skylar Anderson, who got hurt in the second quarter. We hope she's okay. She was in a lot of pain when she got hurt. Hopefully she can come back by the next district game. Don't expect seeing her tomorrow or Saturday. And then almost a steal for McGuinness, and then a foul will be called on McGuinness. Really close to getting a steal, as that was just really good defense there by Tabitha Roy, who snuck up on Curry, forced Curry to lose the ball, but Brown recovered it, and Brown got fouled. Shelby Rushi back in the game for Carl Albert. So they got their 4 starters in, and Rushi, who's positioned corner left right now for him on offense. Moore has it near the top. It's Brown now firing a 3. She banks it in. A Bobby Lewis 3, and it's a 5-point game. McGuinness was up by 19 in the middle of the third quarter. Roy almost lost it, got it back. Oh boy, I don't agree with that call. I'm being a bit of a homer maybe, but Asha Moore will be called for this foul right here. That's a big call. Not just because it's her third, but you're trying to whittle at this lead and you're sending a player to the free throw line for Bishop McGuinness, that being Tabitha Roy. And it's the 4th foul on Carl Albert this quarter, so the next foul will send Bishop McGuinness to the free throw line as Roy hits that free throw. And, of course, Coach Ritchie can't argue too much right now because he already has a technical this game. That is a big call. Second free throw by Roy. That's no good. And more rebounds. Well, that's a bit of a ticky-tack foul on Taylor Van. I'll say this, I don't like either call. Of course, the foul on Moore a little bigger for Carl Albert, I think. Although Van has 3 fouls, so that's could be an issue of concern. Bishop McGuinness has only 2 fouls this quarter. We're down to 6:11 left to go in this 4th quarter of this first game. Next game was Westmore against PCO. They ran a screen for Curry to get open. She did, but instead it decides to drive the basket. And she's had an off game as she misses the shot there. Essence Curry's had a tough go at it this game. Got a good look. Chance to make it 4. Couldn't get that to go. Here comes Osasanya. Short. Nice rebound there by Curry. Got to give her credit for that. That's good, showing good hands there. And she will push it ahead. Ashamore is open. Oh, rattles in. Shelby Roush gets the rebound. Or Roosh, however you pronounce her name. And then Curry is fouled. That's on the floor, but that's on Van. And that's her 4th. And it's a 13th foul on McGuinness, so Carl Albert's a foul away from being in the bonus. Let's say after the foul, so McGuinness has 1 foul to give. Curry goes inside to Moore. Moore, nice pass to Roush. Really want to use the backboard from that angle, but couldn't get to go. Oh, almost a bad backcourt by McGuinness, but they do recover. We're at 5:17 to go. Open for 3, that's Donnelly, no good. Another rebound for Ashamore. She's had an outstanding game for Carl Albert. Brown has it, throws it to Plunkett inside. Can Plunkett do something here? She'll dribble it back out to the 3-point line and then fires and makes the 3. Wasn't expecting that at all from Plunkett, but she did it. I thought she was going to make a post move, and it's a 3-point game now. Plenty of time left. This is a 3-point attempted and airballed by Carl, I believe, and Carl Albert will have the ball with 4:37 to go, down 3. They were down at one point in the third quarter, 40-21. So the math tells me it's a 22-5 run. Nope. Again, my math is wrong. We'll have to do it quickly. 19-5 run. Still, they could tie with a 3. Plunkett, so shoot a 2-point shot there. That's no good. They're going to try to trap, though, and force a turnover. What's the call? They are going to call out of bounds on McGuinness. That's Taylor Van who got the rebound and got instantly trapped. And they get the turnover. Plunkett drives in, shot, the blast is good. We lost our camera shot. Bear with me here as I try to get it back here. But it's a 1-point game for Bishop McGuinness. Now we got it back. We'll try to avoid that from happening in the future there. Also Sonia with it. She is trapped. Curry all over her. And also Sonia is called for a travel. Well, I knew Carl Albert could come back from down 19. I didn't know they'd do it this quickly. I thought the goal would be just try to get within a possession with a minute to go. We're at 3:54 to go. And Carl Albert can overcome a 19-point deficit and take a 1-point lead here with just a basket. Curry out to Plunkett. Plunkett drives. One-hand shot, no good, but she'll head to the free throw line again. I'm sorry we lost that shot for you. We'll try to get it right now as these free throws are going to be attempted. Bear with me here.
Entering the Lady Tigers from 33, Shelby Rushi.
Okay, sorry for that audio or video difficulty we had. Had to clear up the camera shot there. Meanwhile, this is a bad sequence for Carl Albert. Plunkett missed both free throws, and then commits her 4th foul, and now McGuinness will shoot 2 free throws. Tabitha Roy, one of the stars, will be the shooter. 3.5 to go here. Can McGuinness now make a run? As they're making their free throws here in this sequence. Just remember that foul called, not just the foul, but the missed free throws and then the foul. And Plunkett has 4, and they cannot lose her. That free throw is no good, but McGuinness gets the offensive rebound. And then they commit a turnover, as that's going to be a traveling call on Mariah Connolly, who again has otherwise played a great game for McGuinness. So now Carl Albert will have a chance to at least tie with a 2. They trail 46-44. This is the Dynamic Health Clinic. 4th quarter. We got a full timeout by Carl Albert here. So they're going to be down to 2 timeouts. We'll take a quick break. You are watching the Titan Classic right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your home, you need someone that you can trust to keep it safe and protected for you and your family.
Vesta Foundation Solutions is your local, family-owned company that has helped many homeowners fix and protect their homes.
Our engineered solutions can take care of all of your foundation repair, basement waterproofing, concrete leveling, and dirt crawl space repair needs.
We take pride in getting the job done right, and you'll always be protected with up to a 75-year warranty.
Contact us today for a free estimate.
Where sports is our middle name. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Titan Classic on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're at 3:25 to go in the game, or maybe just the 4th quarter. There's overtime. Carl Albert has the ball down 2. McGuinness going with a 3-2 zone. For Carl Albert, they do not have Skylar Anderson. Audrey Plunkett has 4 fouls. We'll see if they can overcome those things. A floating jump shot by Jakari Brown is good, and this game is tied. And then McGuinness travels. We're at 3:06 to go, and Carl Albert will have a chance now to take the lead. And other than early in the first quarter, and I don't even think it happened early in the first quarter. I don't think Carl Albert has led it all this game. I haven't kept a running score here, but I'm pretty sure they've not led at all. And that could change here with a basket. Plunkett out to Curry. She thought about the 3, then gets to Brown. Brown will fire and make the 3. A Bobby Lewis 3 by Jakari Brown. And Carl Albert has come all the way back to take a 3-point lead. They're going to keep hounding McGuinness. Plunkett's got to be careful, though. McGuinness will go for the tie. That's Carl who does tie the game. Claire Carl says we're not going away, and we are tied 49 all. 2.5 to go. They go inside to Plunkett. She got good position, and she scores. There's a great option for Carl Albert. Throw it inside to Audrey Plunkett, who again is playing right now with 4 fouls. Carl, got to be careful for her. Oh, Plunkett got the steal as Carl was not aware of where she was. Plunkett goes up and can't get the basket to go to push to a 4-point lead. And then a foul. Is that away from the ball? It is. It's an offensive foul. You're not going to see it on camera because it happened away from the ball on McGuinness. That's on Carl. Wow, only her first. She's played a lot. I give her credit for only having no fouls until then. However, that's a bad one. Now the refs may be conferencing to see if that's free throws or not for Carl Albert. That should not be free throws. I'm just speculating as to what they may be talking about. It is an offensive foul. Again, that was away from the ball. You couldn't see it on our feed there, our camera feed. On McGuinness, it will not be free throws for Carl Albert. They're going to throw it underneath their basket. That's Evie Mitchell throwing it in. Brown recovers. Brown gets into the elbow. They go back to Mitchell. Mitchell, nice ball fake. Goes in. Can't get the shot to go. Moore tries to go get it, and she knocks it out of bounds. Boy, a couple of chances for Carl Albert to finish at the basket and go up 2 possessions. They cannot do it, and this game is still a 1-possession game for McGuinness. That's Collier. Finds Osanya for the tie. No. Rebound McGuinness, though. Oh, they're going to call a foul, no doubt, on Carl. That's 2 offensive fouls on Carl just a few seconds apart. That's an easy call. And you got to give credit to Jakari Brown for Carl Albert for playing pesky defense. And when you play pesky defense on the ball like that, the ball handler will sometimes extend their non-dribbling arm, and that's what happened there. We're down to 1:30. Carl Albert down 19 this half. Has the ball in a 2-point lead, looking to advance. And the winner's bracket, well, they'll play tomorrow. It'll be the last game tomorrow, by the way, if they can hold on and win here against the winner of PCO Westmore. That's our next game here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Plunkett has the ball outside, wing right. Out to Jakari Brown, who's played an outstanding game for Carl Albert. She hands it off to Curry. Oh, Curry's going to turn it over, I believe. Yep, backcourt. Unforced, she was waiting on a screen from Asha Moore. We're going to have a 30-second timeout called by Coach Carter of Bishop McGuinness. We're down to 57 and 0.8 of a second to go. I really wish we had our clock going, but we will tomorrow, is all I can tell you there. We're going to show you the bracket real quick. By the way, Dynamic Health Clinic, we also want to say some things about them. Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries and able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better and recover faster at Dynamic Health Clinic. Hopefully you can read that pretty well. So this is our first game, Bishop McGuinness and Carl Albert. That's at the bottom of the bracket. And the winner will play the winner of Westmore Putnam City. That'll be our next game. Our third game will be at the top there. Edmond Memorial against Epic Charter Schools. Their nickname, by the way, if you're curious, is the Comets. And then Del City and Sand Springs will be playing the final game, which should tip off around 3:30. All the games for you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Different feeds, though. That's a 2-point shot, attempted and made, but definitely a 2-point shot by Osasanya. And this game is tied at 51. Now they're trying to trap. Mitchell came to that. Moore will shoot a 3, and she got it. Asha Moore playing the game of her life. Bobby Lewis 3. That's the biggest lead Carl Albert's had as they now go up 3. And then banking in a 3 is Tabitha Roy. What a game this has been. Unbelievable. And now we got a timeout for Carl Albert with 21 seconds to go. I'll tell you this, if you're both teams, both coaches, you're probably thinking in the back of your mind how many chances you had to have more than the 54 points you have now. I think Coach Ritchie wants a full timeout. Carl Albert has, I believe, 2 left. It's a 30. He may only have 30-second timeouts left. We haven't tracked that. What a way to start this. This year, the Titan Classic is girls only because of district play. A lot of teams in 5A and 6A have had to go with only 2 tournaments instead of 3 during the season. And that hurt the Carl Albert boys side. So Carl Albert, along with Ada and one other team I couldn't recall, on the boys side, they just went to Moore for the Moore tournament. So Carl Albert boys are going to play later today against Ardmore. And we're not able to bring it to you because that's over at Moore. We are able to bring you this. Girls tournament has been sustained for this year. Something that Coach Ritchie talked about on our coaches show yesterday. Just fortunately that a lot of teams did not want to drop this tournament. They were able to add some teams like Epic. And we got a competitive field. Good job by Jakari Brown not to catch that and commit it backcourt. We're down to 20 seconds. Game is tied. Brown's going to get a high screen from Plunkett. 10 seconds. Brown dribbles right, out to Curry. Curry, nice pass inside. Also Sonia the steal. 1 second to go. That shot will count, and we are going to overtime. Also Sonia with a great anticipation as we're probably going to, we'll see if we have time to even start and get ready for the next game between Westmore and Putnam City. $54 all. Let's see. Who should get the bonus quarter sponsor for this overtime? We're going to give it to Buffalo Wild Wings because they do a lot for us, including this tournament, the coaches show. They're going to do baseball for us, regular season, mid-del, and playoff basketball. Football for all 3 schools back during the football season, and they did wrestling this past weekend. So Buffalo Wild Wings in Del City. Give them your business. They're awesome. And you should go there just for that, but also from now until March 31st, you can support your favorite mid-del winter sports team. Boys basketball, girls basketball, wrestling, swimming, even for Midwest City High School powerlifting. All right, they're going to set the clock to 4 minutes. As we got overtime now. The last basket was a banked-in 3 by Tabitha Roy, I believe. But Carl Alberts had some banked 3s as well. So after a slow first half, the three-point shooting has picked up. And Carl Alberts also without Skylar Anderson, who got hurt early this game. She would make a big difference. But they got to try to survive without her. Plunkett tips it off to Moore. Moore out to Curry. Curry drives, and she'll head to the free throw line. Curry's had a hard time finishing. And again, that's a spot where I will talk as a former basketball coach. She needs to trust her left hand. But she draws a foul on the other 20. That's Coffee Collier of Bishop McGuinness. And it looks like Curry might be a bit hurt. Not too hurt where she has to come out, but she was a little shaken up. But she wouldn't miss these free throws for the world, I can tell you that. And she gives Carl Albert the lead back. Carl Albert's had a couple of different leads this game, late in the game, after being down 19. They're about to send Shelby Roush or Roosh in for the free throw shooter, I believe. Or who? No, they're going to take Evie Mitchell out. But credit to Essence Curry as she has given Carl the lead. Carl Albert was not hitting the free throws earlier this game, but she makes 2 there. Here's Claire Carl with it. Carl has a wing right. Cross-court pass to Van. Van, I don't know what she was doing there. She threw it way too high for Coffee Collier. As Collier cut inside along the baseline, Van threw the pass like Collier was still in the right corner. Meanwhile, I guess you can call this an offense for defense stuff for Carl Albert as they bring in Evie Mitchell for Roosh. Here comes Jakari Brown out to Plunkett. Carl Albert has not had a chance to expand their lead to 2 scores, so they'll look to here. Well, they have had a chance to, but they haven't done it. And what a tough pass that is to Moore, but they're going to call Sonia for the foul. And as we learned, for me, my first overtime game this year, announcing under the new rules, they don't reset fouls for overtime. I would advocate that they do that. Maybe not 5 fouls, maybe make it 3 like they do in the NBA. But Moore will get free throws. She makes it a 3-point lead for Carl Albert. They had a 3-point lead late in the 4th quarter with under a minute to go. And McGuinness tied the game with a 3. Elliott Jones will check in for McGuinness. You don't see her on screen. She's back on the corner right on McGuinness' side. And Asha Moore hits both. And that is the biggest lead for Carl Albert. We're down to 3:10 to go. Also, Sonia out to a 3-point shot made by Van. And it's back to a 1-point game. That lead didn't last long, at least the 2-score lead. McGuinness will not go away. Curry, high arcing shot is good. So it's a 3-point lead. With the ball now is Tabitha Roy. Roy knocks down Curry. What's the call? It's an offensive foul. The baseline ref waited to hear from the sideline ref what she thought. And she thought it was a charge. And that's it for Tabitha Roy. Coach Carter, obviously not happy, that's a tough call in basketball. Of course, the toughest call, block or charge. It's such a judgment call. And it's a big one because Tabitha Roy fouls out, one of the starters. With 2:31 to go, Carl Albert now has the ball. It's the first time they've had the ball in the lead this big, being 3 points. Again, they were down 19 points in the 3rd quarter. We're going to have to hustle to get you the next game just to make sure we have the starters right and everything, but we'll do our best. Plunkett with the ball now out to Brown. Brown is at the top of the key. Brown drives in, left-hand layup. She just can't get the fall. Got a good look. Loose ball, though, picked up by the Titans. Jump ball will give the ball to McGuinness, and it will be a jump ball called. And Carl Albert, they cannot extend their lead. This game was meant to be close once Carl Albert got it close after being down 19. And we're under 2 minutes to go. Osasanya, hand off to Collier. Now Carl with it. Oh, they lost Osasanya. She got it out to, Van, but it was stolen. Mitchell with a steal. Mitchell goes in. She can't make the layup. Oh, and a foul on Essence Curry, and that's just not a good foul any way you look at it. But that's what's been like for Carl Albert. They can't put McGuinness away. They can't hit the shots they need to extend their lead. And that's the 4th foul on Essence Curry. So we have Curry with 4 fouls and Plunkett with 4 fouls. For Bishop McGuinness, Tabitha Roy is fouled out. They got Elliott Jones shooting there. Pressure free throws, but Elliott Jones makes the first one. So it's 60-58 now. Titans with the lead. 1:34 to go. Second free throw is up. That's good. Back to a 1-point game. Since the middle of the 4th quarter, this game has been nip and tuck. The biggest lead has been Carl Albert by 4. It was this overtime, but only up 1 now. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Expect to see a timeout called soon. Asha Moore, handoff. Here's Brown. She gets inside, and she's called for a travel. She hesitated, and that's what happened. That's what happens when you hesitate. We have a timeout now called. It's Bishop McGuinness calling that timeout. It's a full one. So we'll take a break. I needed to take a bit of a break myself just to breathe. You're watching the Titan Classic right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Where sports is our middle name. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
call Rob and Will.
What a game we've had here for our first game of the Titan Classic in 2024. Situation is this, 1:08 to go. Carl Albert's holding on to a 1-point lead against Bishop McGuinness here in overtime. A game in which McGuinness has led almost the entire way until late in the fourth. They were up by 19 points to 1 point in the third quarter. Claire Carl with the ball, guarded by Shelby Roush. And then a fake, and then a shot for three. Air ball, but McGuinness recovers, and now they're going to get free throws. One of the toughest things to do is to rebound an air ball. You just don't expect it, but that's what happened. Taylor Van shot the air ball, and Claire Carl will be shooting free throws. She had a bunch of free throws earlier. She can give McGuinness the lead back. Oh, she misses there. There was a trip in the third quarter where Coach Ritchie got a technical foul, and it led to, when I say trip, one possession for McGuinness. They got 6 free throws, all by Claire Carl. She made all of them, but couldn't make that one to tie. And she couldn't make the second one to tie. What a game of twists and turns this is. Curry, other side of the court she goes to Asha Moore, who slows down a bit. Titans have 2 timeouts. Yeah, they're going to call one here. You think you have the ball in the lead by 1, you're going to use those timeouts. It's a 30-second timeout. Okay, while I collect my breath one more time, I want to remind you we are going to announce our player of the game. Try to make it quick. And then we will shift gears. It will be a different stream, but it shouldn't be hard to find whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or watching through our website or our app. We have a lot of ways to watch our content, of course. But we will but we will show you the Putnam City Westmore game. I like to look at it as we're heading to that game as if it's in a different location. But that game will be on this floor here in a few minutes. Tides have the ball in a 1-point lead. We'll see how McGuinness defends this. They may not want to foul right away. Looks like they will not. Take that back. I don't think they wanted to do that, though. But they do call a foul on Osasanya. It's her 4th. And depending on how this trip goes, it may be a good foul, may not be. Jakari Brown has had a tremendous game. And I would say that her, along with, as she makes that free throw, her along with Audrey Plunkett are tied for second when it comes to player of the game. If you've been watching this whole time, I think you know who from Carl Albert should win player of the game. And, of course, if McGuinness wins, we'll give one of their players player of the game. But Jakari Brown, clutch, hits both free throws. Now it's important for Carl Albert to defend the arc. McGuinness has 1 timeout left. Here's Carl with it. Looks like they're going zone here. Cross-court pass, baseline drive. Now they get the open look they want, and it rolls out. Rebound by Roosh. That's Van who missed the 3. Roosh got fouled. Fouls on Carl, who had no fouls about midway through the fourth quarter and then committed 2 offensive fouls that seemed significant. I don't know how significant they were. I don't think Carl Albert scored off either one, but She gets the third foul here. And then Shelby Roosh, who's a senior for Carl Albert, not as experienced, not really, had not been in the rotation. She's playing now for sure because Skylar Anderson got hurt earlier this game. And she misses both, but Plunkett gets the rebound. Time to look to Milkboard clock, and Jakari Brown will go back to the free throw line. They need a free throw here, does Carl Albert. Not that it was sealed here. Still 14 seconds to go. There are still 14 seconds to go, so enough time for McGuinness to score twice. But that's what you want them to have to do, score twice. So Jakari Brown made her last two. Boy, she is very confident up there. Almost, I think she's pulled ahead now in second place for player of the game, but I think she'll come up short for that. She misses that free throw, and McGuinness needs to hurry. They're down 4 now. Biggest lead Carl Albert's had. It's Carl who's trapped. McGuinness does have a timeout. They're going to try to score first, but they're running out of time. We're down to 5 seconds, and a foul is called. You really don't want to do that. But Shelby Rushi gets called for a second foul. There are 4 seconds left. Taylor Vann, who's played most of the game for McGuinness, and if they have any chance here, she has to make this free throw. And she does. Boy, it barely rolls in. Now, McGuinness could call a timeout here. But my guess is what's going to happen is Coach Carter of McGuinness wants Vann to make this free throw, make it a 2-point game, and then he'll call a timeout. Misses it. Plunkett rebounds with 3. Now we're down to 3 seconds. And at this point, you have to say a made free throw here, and this game is over. How about that? Claire Carl with no fouls through 3.5 quarters is now fouled out, but that's going to happen in overtime games. And this tough loss for Bishop McGuinness, up 19 midway through the third quarter. Under normal circumstances, I would go down and ask Coach Ritchie about that technical and all these other layers to the game. This game is now going to be over. But because this is a tournament, because we got to get to the next game. And don't forget about this game, both teams tomorrow, as they'll have new opponents. So since we got this timeout, we're going to keep it here, even though it's a full timeout. And we want to recognize our player of the game. This is Eastside Church of Christ player of the game. Eastside Church of Christ in Midwest City believes in loving Jesus by loving their neighbors. They invite you to join them Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. for Bible class, with song and praise beginning at 10 a.m. If you can't make it Sunday morning, you're invited to study with them at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. Check out their live and recorded streams on YouTube and find more information on their website at eastsidechurchofchrist.info. The Eastside Church of Christ at 916 South Douglas Boulevard in Midwest City. And we want to say if their pastor, Tracy Moset, is watching, Tracy, please get well soon. Player of the game for Carl Albert is Asha Moore, their lone senior starter. From three-point range and rebounding, those two things, among other things, she did extremely well, and she has put this game away for Carl Albert. They're going to win. See if McGuinness can get a shot off here. They do not, and that's your final score, 65-60. Carl Albert will play the winner of PCO Westmore tomorrow. That will be a 3:30 game. All right, a lot of fun, but we're going to go ahead and end this stream here in a moment. We appreciate you for tuning in. And you have been watching the Carl Albert Titan Classic right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.